The classical e-writing board, kind of the bit of like a pen and paper, where it's electrical. You can just write on it using the tablet device, and then you can erase it by pressing the button here. We bought this one in Hong Kong a few years ago. There we go, $89, about £9 I guess. 2018 it's got there, so yeah, a few years old now, but it stopped working. Let's get it out, have a look inside. These are the kind of features you've got. You can study, play, draw. Don't need any pens. It's what was that? Not waterproof, not sun resistant. Takes 3-volt batteries. So here it is in its little protective case. Here's your stylus, and it's nothing more than just a bit of plastic really on the end. And this one's in the weird state of it still works because you can still write on it, but you can't erase. So if I click on the erase button, it presses OK, but nothing's going. So here it is. It's quite a nice size. What's that? I don't know, probably 8 inches across. It's got very simplistic controls. There you've got your lock button, your battery compartment, and that's really about it. So we're in the unlocked mode. So if you do if you create a masterpiece, you can actually lock it and stop your creation being erased. There's your battery. It's a CR2032 cell, 3 volts. But unfortunately, yeah, not able to erase, which is a shame because you can put loads of stuff on here, look. So it's obviously working in the reverse order, where the battery is used to clear the display, otherwise it just still works, which is strange. You'd think you wouldn't be able to write on it, but just the way these things work, I guess. So what we'll do is we'll open it up and see what's inside. Basic instruction manual. Not much to say really. There you go. If you use it within certain temperature range, erase lock, change your battery. That's about it. Right, so let's get the battery out as well. So I have swapped it. Oh, there we go, look, there's our battery holder. And this does tell you that the plus is facing you as you enter that. That's quite good. But yeah, I've tested this, swapped the battery as well. It's got a good 3.2 volts, which is what these normally have. Right, let's prise this open. So it's all sealed around the back here. So we're going to have to go in from the top. Shouldn't be too difficult, I'm sure. The bezel's coming off. So I'm not sure why this would die really, because there's no moving parts. And I suppose unless you leave it in the sun. Ooh, there we go, look, check it out. Not much there. So our battery goes in like this, I believe. There we go, there's the battery. That would sit in there. And there's your main button. Weird things here. Not quite sure what they are. But yeah, just one simple button. You've got your lock, unlock, and we need to be in left hand side for unlock. So yeah, there that is. On the reverse, on the frame, just a very simple button mechanism there. Some rubber pads just to hold everything all in place. Yeah, just that there. So really not a lot going. Really massive contacts here, look. They're huge, considering it's just a small cell battery, button cell. 3 volts, ground. Some few bits of writing on here. 2018, yeah, look, so... But nothing has kind of got wet or damp. So, well, we'll just test a few things. There's a chip here. I mean, there's no chance I can read that unless I get a magnifying glass out. But there's not a lot to it. We'll take this screen off as well to have a little look around. But I think something has obviously died on maybe the chip or something here. It's obviously given up the ghost. This looks a little bit on the crusty side. Just this little switch here. But I don't think it's broken. So, not much in these where you'd expect all the circuit to be down here, and this is just this weird material where you can write on it, and then pressing the button erases that and resets it. Quite cool technology. Well, so we're getting some voltage here. Sorry, it's a bit up and down, it's a bit difficult to hold, but yeah, I'm on the test point here in the ground, and if we press the reset button, that is clearing it. So the button, the clear button, is working. So it builds up, and then as soon as I press it, clears the voltage. So the button is working, and I've tested on this switch. We are getting some voltage on here. So something's obviously happened, possibly one of these latches or chips down here. It's just giving up the ghost. So yeah, well, it's not going to be repairable. It's not worth it. But we're getting voltage here. We're getting voltage on the board. You can see these small little test points here, just these small circles. So we are getting voltage on these, and if we press the button and test the voltage here, while you put your ground on, it does clear. So something's happened to it somewhere along the line. Most of it seems to be okay, but that's just what happens. It was a cheap device, and we had several years out of it. But it's given up the ghost, so let's just open it up. We know the battery was not the issue. Something in here has died, probably somewhere on the chip or something. But at least we know it's nothing easy like a circuit board issue or corrosion on the battery here. It's all perfectly fine. It's all looking good. So let's peel this off and have a look underneath. Oh, I see. I did not expect that. Okay, so this is like a plastic sheet. Oh, look, it actually has that reset it? Kind of. Let's just. Oh, we've kind of gone in reverse now. Ooh, this is weird. You can't see that very well, but that seems to have. That kind of clears it by doing that, and then you can write again. How bizarre. Look at that. So yeah, like a weird sheet, and it's almost gone in reverse now. Let me just put the battery back on. Yeah, no, it's not made a difference on the resetting. How peculiar. I did not expect that to just peel off there, look. These rubber pads at the bottom, they do something, because there is like a metal connection on here. Yeah, so these are holding down these, it's like a mesh. So they hold that, yeah, they hold this connection down. The rubber bits are just to press it down. It's obviously some sort of connection that comes into here. I say that was positioned like so. And this is like an acetate, it's like a plastic tracing paper. But you can write on that. Yeah. How peculiar. And you can actually right on here as well, look. What a peculiar substance. Put the battery in a minute. Yeah, so, smells a bit odd as well, so, yeah, so it's a little bit concerning. I'll have to look it up and see what it's all about, but there's something obviously about this sheet on here. There's a connection on here, so it must, I don't know whether it energizes something between here and separates the layer or something, because peeling that off does seem to clear it, and you can write on it again. But it's very peculiar, isn't it? So obviously somehow this was energized, this sheet. Although, I mean, it's got loads of scars on it, so it's obviously had a fair bit of use. And then under here, oh, here we go, another. So this is the backing, look, very shiny backing. And again, that's almost like a positive terminal on the inside, and then this would have been the negative on the top. And then as you press that, it would send either a charge or some sort of ions over there to reset it. So that's how it would be. But yeah, what a peculiar device. And they're just stuck down on this. This is sticky. Nothing at the back. So we've just got our two sheets. Perhaps it uses some sort of magnetic force, some magnetic field to reset that. And then our circuit board. Not much in here, very tiny. Stuck down. There we go. Up it comes. There we go. So that's all we have for the board. 0 on the back. Just double-sided tape, very sticky. And quite simple really, just battery coming in. You've got your contacts up here, your right protect switch, reset button, and then just various circuitry to send a charge up if needed. Neat. So then there's your case. So that's pretty much all there is for there. I didn't expect a lot, and there isn't, but I'm interested about these sheets. Well, yes, that's really what's happening here. So it's an LCD display of sorts, and it responds to physical pressure. And what happens is when you draw on it, it activates the pixels underneath here when you press the stylus over, because of course you can use it with a finger or anything really. To erase, when you press this button here, just the bottom, it actually realigns all the pixels to black again. So that's what that is, and this is just a reflector really, just to show you those pixels. So it's pretty simple really, I suppose. It's like an LCD, and as you're writing on here, it's just changing the polarity of the pixels, and then this just realigns them all with the 3-volt battery, which is why it's normally very long lasting, because you only use the battery when you're realigning those pixels with the battery. So yeah, it's quite a simple thing, but very cool. Obviously not very high resolution, but that's basically how it worked. Nice, neat, I like it. Shame it died, but well, we bought plenty of them, and they're fairly cheap these days. But thanks very much for watching the teardown. Bye for now.